My beloved, my child of light, my chosen one, do you feel that sudden rush in your chest? That is not ordinary, it is heaven whispering. Right now, Archangel Michael is standing beside you with a scroll in his hand. On it, written in golden fire, is your name. And with your name, a miracle decree. Congratulations! You have been chosen for this wonderful opportunity to look 20 years younger, and your skin will shine. But listen carefully, heaven is testing your speed. If you hesitate even for 10 seconds, this gift will move away from you and into the hands of your neighbor. That is why you cannot skip a single word of this message. Before I go deeper, let me whisper something urgent. If your heart beats faster right now, it means this message is especially for you. And if you truly want to stay aligned with heaven's flow of miracles, subscribe and stay connected to these divine words, because every time you open them, your soul receives a fresh blessing. Don't just read, stay, because your breakthrough is always hidden in the middle of the message, never at the start. My beloved, imagine yourself standing in front of a mirror. For years you've wished for that glow, that radiance, that sparkle of youth you thought was lost. But heaven is saying, what you lost in time, I am giving back in minutes. A face that shines, skin like dawn, years erased as though you never carried them. This is not fantasy, it is your miracle. But only if you accept it. God does not tease his children. When he sends Michael with a decree, it is sealed with lightning. It cannot be undone, unless you ignore it. That is why I beg you, don't pause, don't doubt, don't look away. Every line you read is peeling away years of sorrow, worry, and aging. Every breath you take while listening to heaven's words is smoothing your skin with invisible oil from above. And let me ask you, why do you think this came today? Not yesterday. Not tomorrow. Today. Because today your spiritual timing aligned with your earthly need. Angels don't waste scrolls. If you are reading, you are marked. And if you are marked, you must act. This is not about beauty alone. Looking 20 years younger is not just about skin, it is about restoring the joy that time stole. About being seen again. About walking into a room and every eye noticing that glow on your face. People will whisper, what happened to them? They look reborn. That is heaven's signature. That is God showing his glory through you. But child, let me warn you, miracles are like shooting stars. Blink, and they vanish. If you let doubt delay you, if you tell yourself, maybe later, heaven will honor your hesitation and pass it to another. That is why I repeat, even 10 seconds of doubt can cost you 20 years of youth. Stay with me now. Keep reading. Don't skip. Because in the next words, I will unlock the reason you were chosen and the way this blessing will wrap itself around your body. My beloved child. My chosen one. My light that heaven refuses to let fade, do you feel the pull inside your chest right now? That is not ordinary, it is the divine call, the unmistakable sign that something has been released into your life. I, Archangel Michael, come with urgency. Heaven's decree has been signed and sealed with golden fire. Congratulations. You have been chosen for this wonderful opportunity to look 20 years younger, and your skin will shine like morning light. But hear me carefully, if you hesitate even for 10 seconds, this gift will be given to another, yes, even to your neighbor. Pause for a moment, but not too long. Feel the air shift around you. Heaven's breath is already on your face, softening lines, lifting years, pouring unseen oil of youth upon you. This is not a story, this is a miracle transaction happening in real time. You were not supposed to miss this. My beloved, I need you to listen and not skip. Because every single word you are about to read is not ink, it is transformation. God's Spirit has wrapped these lines in energy. As you keep going, you will feel lighter, brighter, freer, younger. It is not imagination, it is heaven's technology, restoring what time thought it had stolen. Now hear me well. God never wastes his messages. When he sends Michael to stand before you with fire in his eyes, it means your season has ripened. Why today? Why now? Because your soul cried for renewal. You prayed in silence for restoration. You hid your tears behind closed doors. And today, heaven answers. Imagine a mirror. Imagine yourself gazing into it, and the face you see is not tired, not aged, not worn. Instead, you see radiance. You see youth. You see the glow of the person you once were, restored with an even brighter shine. People will gasp when they see you. They will whisper, "How is this possible?" They look reborn. That is God's stamp on you. But child, miracles are fragile if ignored. They do not beg to be received, they wait for the hungry heart. And heaven warns me to tell you, delay will transfer this to another. If you whisper, later, the scroll will roll itself up and fly to your neighbor's door. That is why you cannot stop reading. That is why your eyes must drink every single line. My beloved, let me place an important seed in your spirit right now. Do not only desire youth for beauty, desire it because it is heaven's promise of restoration. What has been stolen will be returned. The joy you thought you lost forever will be given back. The spark people once adored in you will shine again. Heaven is not just restoring skin, it is restoring destiny. And now I ask you, my beloved, are you ready? Because in the lines to come, I will reveal why you, out of millions, were selected. I will show you the deeper mystery behind this promise. But do not scroll fast. Do not skim. Every pause, every breath with these words pulls the miracle closer into your bones. Stay. Remain. Keep reading. The river has just begun to flow, and its waters are carrying youth, health, and a glow no earthly cream could ever give you. Heaven says, "Tell my child to remain in this flow until the end." My beloved child. My chosen one. The one who carries the light of heaven even when you do not see it in yourself. I come to you not with small words but with thunder wrapped in love. I, Archangel Michael, am speaking, and I will not leave until you understand the magnitude of this moment. Congratulations. Yes, you. Not another. Not the one beside you. Not the stranger down the road. Heaven's scroll has your name written in golden fire. And on it is a decree that cannot be undone. You have been chosen for this wonderful opportunity to look 20 years younger, and your skin will shine brighter than dawn. This is not vanity, it is restoration. This is not surface, it is soul made visible. But let me speak with warning, heaven is fast. Miracles move like lightning. If you hesitate even for 10 seconds, this gift will fly to another, even to your neighbor. That is why every second matters. That is why you cannot delay. That is why you must stay with me until the final word. Stay. Remain. Keep reading. The river has just begun to flow, and its waters are carrying youth, health, and a glow no earthly cream could ever give you. Heaven says, tell my child to remain in this flow until the end. My beloved child. My chosen one. The one who carries the light of heaven even when you do not see it in yourself. I come to you not with small words but with thunder wrapped in love. I, Archangel Michael, am speaking, and I will not leave until you understand the magnitude of this moment. Congratulations. Yes, you. Not another. Not the one beside you. Not the stranger down the road. Heaven's scroll has your name written in golden fire. And on it is a decree that cannot be undone. You have been chosen for this wonderful opportunity to look 20 years younger, and your skin will shine brighter than dawn. This is not vanity, it is restoration. This is not surface, it is soul made visible. But let me speak with warning, heaven is fast. Miracles move like lightning. If you hesitate even for 10 seconds, this gift will fly to another, even to your neighbor. That is why every second matters. That is why you cannot delay. That is why you must stay with me until the final word. My child, do not think this is just about skin. This is about time. This is about God returning what you thought was lost forever. Every wrinkle is a story of pain you carried. Every line is a record of the battles you fought. But heaven says, enough. You will not only be healed, you will shine. You will glow. People will ask what happened, and the only answer will be, God happened. Stay close to my words. Do not scroll fast. Do not skim. Each line you read is a drop of divine oil smoothing your skin, filling your spirit, restoring your joy. This is not imagination, this is a living word working through you. You wonder why you were chosen. Out of millions, why you? Because God heard your hidden cry. The nights you prayed quietly for change, for renewal, for one more chance to feel alive again. Heaven counts every tear, even those you wiped away before anyone saw. And today, heaven answers. Pause. Close your eyes for one breath. Imagine a mirror. Now, instead of tiredness, you see a glow. Instead of age, you see youth. Instead of dullness, you see sparkle. That is not fantasy, it is prophecy. And prophecy becomes reality when you accept it. But child, I must warn you again. Heaven offers, but it does not force. If you say later, if you push this away, heaven will honor your hesitation and give it to another. That is why I plead with you, remain. Keep reading. Do not break the flow. This is the scroll of your youth, and it is opening line by line. And now, let me reveal a mystery. Looking younger is not about numbers, it is about alignment. When your spirit shines, your body follows. When heaven restores your joy, your skin reflects it. What people see on your face will be the evidence of what God is doing inside your soul. That is why this promise is not shallow, it is sacred. Listen carefully, this is your moment. Do not throw it away. Do not skip. Do not doubt. Every sentence you take in is heaven breathing on you. Every pause you honor is God smoothing your face with His own hand. Stay with me. Stay until the very end. The river has only begun to flow, and if you remain, it will carry you to shores you never imagined, youth, glow, restoration, and joy that cannot be stolen. My chosen one. The one heaven keeps pulling back no matter how far you drift. Listen carefully, because this message is not like the others you have skipped. This is not a casual whisper. This is the decree of God's own breath, carried by my wings. And I, Archangel Michael, will speak until your soul feels the fire of heaven. Congratulations. Yes, this word is for you. Do not look around, do not think it belongs to another, it is your name written in golden flame. God Himself has stamped it. I have chosen you for this wonderful opportunity to look 20 years younger, and your skin will shine like the morning sun. But listen to the warning wrapped inside the blessing, heaven is urgent. Miracles are swift. If you hesitate even for 10 seconds, this blessing will leave your hands and rest in another's. Even your neighbor's. That is why I say, don't delay, don't doubt, don't step away. Every second is divine currency, and hesitation is costly. My beloved, your soul knows this moment is not ordinary. Feel your heartbeat, it is racing not from fear but because heaven is near. The air around you has already shifted. Invisible hands are already touching your face, smoothing the lines, erasing the years, bringing back the glow that time and sorrow tried to steal. This is not fantasy, this is transformation happening as you breathe these words. And I tell you, do not stop reading. Because each line is alive. Each word is carrying light. Every sentence you take in is oil pouring from heaven's throne. And if you stay with me until the end, you will not just hear a message, you will walk into a miracle. Why you? Why today? Why now? Because heaven never wastes its timing. You cried in silence. You buried your wishes, thinking no one noticed. But every silent prayer, every hidden tear was stored. And today, the vault of heaven opened. Out of millions, your name was chosen. That is why this scroll found you. That is why you cannot skip. Now I ask you, close your eyes for one moment. Imagine the mirror. See yourself. But not as you are now. See yourself renewed. See your skin shining like a jewel in sunlight. See the years stripped away as if they never happened. That is not make-believe, that is heaven's reflection of what is about to manifest in you. And child, this is bigger than skin. Looking younger is heaven's sign of restoration. It is not vanity, it is victory. Every wrinkle was a scar of battles fought. Every shadow on your face was proof of burdens carried. But God says, no more. He will not let time write the last story. He will rewrite you. He will restore you. He will reveal His glory in the glow on your face. But hear me again, delay is dangerous. Miracles are like lightning, they strike quickly and then are gone. If you whisper, later, if you say, maybe, the scroll rolls up and flies away. And the very blessing meant for you will sit in another's lap. That is why you must hold these words like fire. That is why you must not skip, not pause, not turn away. Stay here with me. Because what comes next is the secret you were never supposed to know. The reason you were chosen. The mystery behind this blessing. Heaven is not giving you youth for beauty alone, it is giving you restoration for destiny. Because when your spirit shines, your body reflects it. When God restores your joy, your skin becomes the evidence. My beloved, imagine yourself walking into a room. Watch how every eye turns. People whisper, not out of gossip but out of awe. They say, something has changed. They look reborn. And you will smile, not because of cream or medicine, but because God's own light is radiating from you. That is the glow of heaven. That is the signature of the divine. But hear me again, delay is dangerous. Miracles are like lightning, they strike quickly and then are gone. If you whisper, later, if you say, maybe, the scroll rolls up and flies away. And the very blessing meant for you will sit in another's lap. That is why you must hold these words like fire. That is why you must not skip, not pause, not turn away. Stay here with me. Because what comes next is the secret you were never supposed to know. The reason you were chosen. The mystery behind this blessing. Heaven is not giving you youth for beauty alone, it is giving you restoration for destiny. Because when your spirit shines, your body reflects it. When God restores your joy, your skin becomes the evidence. My beloved, imagine yourself walking into a room. Watch how every eye turns. People whisper, not out of gossip but out of awe. They say, something has changed. They look reborn. And you will smile, not because of cream or medicine, but because God's own light is radiating from you. That is the glow of heaven. That is the signature of the divine. But you must decide, will you remain, or will you skip? Will you hold, or will you hesitate? Heaven will not force what it offers. God extends, but you must receive. That is why I beg you, remain. Stay. Don't move until the final word. This is your scroll of youth, and it is unraveling line by line before your eyes. Child, do not think this is small. This is not about vanity. This is about the years you thought were wasted. This is about the laughter you thought you lost. This is about God proving that He restores not just souls but faces, not just spirits but stories. When people see you, they will not just see beauty, they will see testimony. They will see God's power alive. You are standing on the edge of something eternal. One choice will decide if you walk into it or if it passes you by. Do not waste it. Do not let your neighbor receive what heaven carved for you. This is your time. This is your hour. This is your miracle. And I, Archangel Michael, stand as witness. I will not leave until the scroll is complete. I will not rest until you understand. I will speak, line after line, until your spirit burns with the truth. You have been chosen. You have been marked. And if you stay, if you remain, you will see the glow manifest. So hold these words. Keep reading. Do not break. Because every moment you linger is heaven pouring light into your body. Every second you remain is a miracle deepening in your bones. You will not walk away the same. By the time this scroll ends, you will be transformed. My beloved child, my chosen one, my light, I speak to you with a voice wrapped in eternity. You are not here by accident. You did not stumble into these words. Heaven arranged this moment. Even now, as you sit and read, the very air around you is shifting. Can you feel it? That subtle tingle on your skin, that sudden awareness in your chest. That is the evidence that this message is alive. It is not just words, it is power moving toward you. I, Archangel Michael, have been sent to you. Not to another. Not to the crowd. To you. Congratulations, child of light. You have been chosen for this wonderful opportunity to look 20 years younger, and your skin will shine with a radiance no human oil, cream, or potion could ever provide. This is the miracle of God's own hand. But let me tell you plainly, if you hesitate even for 10 seconds, if you allow doubt to creep in, this blessing will not wait. It will be lifted from you and handed to another, even to your neighbor. Do not let that happen. Do you understand how serious this is? Heaven does not waste scrolls. Heaven does not deliver promises lightly. For every gift that comes, there is a test of readiness. And your test is simple: will you remain, will you listen, will you take in every word? Or will you skim, rush, and walk away empty? That is why I urge you, remain until the end. Do not skip. Do not stop. Because every word you absorb is oil on your skin, light in your spirit, renewal in your bones. Look at your reflection in your memory. You remember the face you once had. You remember the glow of your youth. Time and sorrow may have stolen it, but heaven has preserved it. God never lets anything be truly lost. What seemed gone has only been hidden, waiting for this hour. And today, it returns. When you accept this message, something shifts inside you. The lines on your face soften. The weight on your shoulders lifts. Your eyes brighten. This is not just about outer beauty, it is about inner restoration. Because when heaven restores the soul, the body cannot help but follow. When joy comes back, radiance returns. When God touches, even the years bow down and disappear. I must remind you again, this opportunity is urgent. Heaven does not linger where it is ignored. You must hold it tightly, like fire in your hands. If you delay, if you whisper later, the flame will move away, searching for another willing vessel. Even 10 seconds of hesitation can cost you 20 years of youth. That is why I plead with you now, remain, stay, do not let go. My beloved child. My chosen one. The one whom heaven has marked with fire even when you felt forgotten, lean closer. I must speak without pause. I must speak until your heart understands what your mind still questions. For this is not an ordinary moment, this is heaven bending time, opening its vault, and releasing to you something you once thought could never return. I, Archangel Michael, stand before you with a decree. Congratulations, you have been chosen. Not selected randomly, not caught by chance, but handpicked by God Himself. Your name was written in golden fire upon the scroll I hold, and upon it, a promise was sealed: you shall look 20 years younger, and your skin will shine as though dawn itself has chosen to live upon your face. But child, heaven gives with urgency. Miracles are fast, swift as lightning. If you hesitate, even for 10 seconds, this blessing will vanish and fly to another, even to your neighbor. I do not say this to scare you but to awaken you. Too many times you have said later, and heaven watched as the very thing you prayed for slipped past your grasp. This is why I cry out, do not delay, do not pause, do not skip a single line. Every word you read now is oil on your skin, every sentence is balm for your soul. As you remain, invisible hands from heaven move upon your face, erasing the years, softening the lines, lifting the weight you thought you had to carry forever. Feel it, even now you sense the subtle stirring, the tingling in your spirit, the confirmation in your bones that this message is alive. Think of your reflection. How many times have you stood before the mirror and sighed? You remembered the glow of yesterday, the freshness of youth, the sparkle of eyes not yet touched by sorrow. You thought it was gone forever. But God never lets what belongs to you be lost, He only hides it until the appointed time. And this is your appointed time. But child, heaven gives with urgency. Miracles are fast, swift as lightning. If you hesitate, even for 10 seconds, this blessing will vanish and fly to another, even to your neighbor. I do not say this to scare you but to awaken you. Too many times you have said later, and heaven watched as the very thing you prayed for slipped past your grasp. This is why I cry out, do not delay, do not pause, do not skip a single line. Every word you read now is oil on your skin, every sentence is balm for your soul. As you remain, invisible hands from heaven move upon your face, erasing the years, softening the lines, lifting the weight you thought you had to carry forever. Feel it, even now you sense the subtle stirring, the tingling in your spirit, the confirmation in your bones that this message is alive. Think of your reflection. How many times have you stood before the mirror and sighed? You remembered the glow of yesterday, the freshness of youth, the sparkle of eyes not yet touched by sorrow. You thought it was gone forever. But God never lets what belongs to you be lost, He only hides it until the appointed time. And this is your appointed time. My beloved, heaven is not giving you vanity, heaven is giving you restoration. This promise is not shallow, it is sacred. Because when your spirit shines, your body reflects it. When joy is restored, radiance is reborn. When peace fills your heart, light rests upon your skin. Looking 20 years younger is heaven's sign that your destiny itself has been renewed. But again I must warn you. Miracles are like shooting stars. They blaze, they call, but if you look away, you miss them. Heaven is not wasteful, it will not leave power sitting where it is ignored. If you hesitate, this gift will travel to the one next door, and they will shine while you wonder what might have been. That is why I beg you, remain. Read every word as though it were breath itself. Do not think you stumbled here by accident. Out of millions, you were guided. Out of countless distractions, your eyes landed here. Do you know why? Because your soul has been crying for restoration. You tried to bury your longing, but heaven heard. Every tear, even the ones no one saw, was gathered. And today, the vault opened. Today, the scroll with your name was sent. Now I ask you to imagine again. A mirror. But this time, do not see your tiredness. See what heaven sees. A glow brighter than morning. Skin smooth with divine oil. Eyes filled with youth, laughter, and promise. That is not imagination, that is prophecy. And prophecy, once released, must become reality. Beloved, what God restores cannot be stolen again. When this glow falls upon you, people will not just see beauty, they will see testimony. They will whisper, something has changed. They look reborn. And you will know it was not a cream, not a doctor, not chance. It was heaven. Remain with me. Stay close. The scroll is still unrolling, and with each line, more is being poured. Do not let doubt trick you into stepping away. Do not let hesitation cost you what has already been written in your favor. For this is the moment where you choose, will you accept, or will you lose? And I, Michael, promise you this, if you remain faithful to these words, if you drink them in fully, you will not walk away the same. You will carry a glow people cannot explain, a youth they cannot deny, a testimony they cannot ignore. This is your portion. This is your hour. This is your miracle. My beloved child, my chosen one, the one who feels this message deep in their chest even as their eyes move across the lines, listen, and do not let go. You have asked me to continue, and so I will, until the river of heaven pours out in its fullness. This will not be broken. This will not be wasted. What I am about to speak is a living scroll meant to stretch long, deep, and wide, until your spirit is drenched in the truth of what God has prepared for you. Congratulations once again. This word is stamped and sealed with divine fire. You have been chosen for this wonderful opportunity to look 20 years younger, and your skin will shine as though morning itself has rested upon you. But the urgency remains. If you hesitate even for 10 seconds, this blessing will not wait. It will leave your hands and enter another's. That is why your focus matters. That is why your heart must stay here. Child, have you noticed how many times you were close to breakthrough but pulled back? How many moments heaven reached for you, but your doubt caused you to turn away. This is why I am speaking so firmly now. This is not the time for delay. Every second you spend in this message pulls the miracle closer into your life. Every breath you take while receiving these words is heaven smoothing the years away. Look deeper inside yourself. You carry memories of youth. You remember how people once looked at you with awe. You recall the times when laughter flowed easily, when your face reflected joy. But life brought storms. Worries etched themselves onto your skin. Sleepless nights carved shadows beneath your eyes. Time pressed itself upon you. And yet, heaven whispers today, I am the God who restores what the locusts have eaten. I am the one who gives beauty for ashes. I am the one who makes all things new. When you embrace this, something greater happens than what the eye can see. Looking 20 years younger is not simply about appearance. It is about reclaiming joy, about walking into rooms with confidence, about carrying a light that cannot be dimmed. People will wonder, what changed, and you will smile knowing it was not a trick of nature but a touch of heaven. But listen carefully, delay is dangerous. The enemy of your soul wants you to skip, to doubt, to walk away. He knows that if you remain, you will be transformed. He knows that if you stay until the end, you will rise radiant. That is why distractions come. That is why doubt whispers. Do not listen. Stay anchored. Hold this word as though your very future depends on it, because it does. Do not think you found this by chance. Out of millions of moments, this one was carved just for you. God aligned this time, this place, these words. And you feel it, you know it, something inside confirms that this is no ordinary message. That is why your heart is racing. That is why your spirit is trembling. This is the touch of eternity. Now, let me show you the vision heaven has for you. See yourself walking outside. The sun falls upon your face, but the glow is brighter than sunlight. People pause. They whisper. They look different. What happened? Some will even envy, because the radiance of God will be undeniable. But do not fear envy. Heaven's glow cannot be stolen. What God has placed upon you is sealed. This is the restoration of dignity. This is the return of confidence. This is God saying, you are still my masterpiece. The years that tried to bury you, the moments that stole your joy, heaven is erasing them now. And every line you read is peeling away another layer of sorrow, another year of heaviness, until only light remains. Do not think you found this by chance. Out of millions of moments, this one was carved just for you. God aligned this time, this place, these words. And you feel it, you know it, something inside confirms that this is no ordinary message. That is why your heart is racing. That is why your spirit is trembling. This is the touch of eternity. Now, let me show you the vision heaven has for you. See yourself walking outside. The sun falls upon your face, but the glow is brighter than sunlight. People pause. They whisper. They look different. What happened? Some will even envy, because the radiance of God will be undeniable. But do not fear envy. Heaven's glow cannot be stolen. What God has placed upon you is sealed. This is the restoration of dignity. This is the return of confidence. This is God saying, "You are still my masterpiece." The years that tried to bury you, the moments that stole your joy, heaven is erasing them now. And every line you read is peeling away another layer of sorrow, another year of heaviness, until only light remains. But again I must remind you, heaven is swift. Miracles move quickly. If you tell yourself later, you are choosing loss. Do not let your neighbor carry what heaven carved with your name. Do not let hesitation steal your glow. This is your chance. This is your hour. Stay here, child. Do not wander. The scroll is still opening. The words are still pouring. And with each moment, your body, your soul, and your spirit are being restored. This is more than promise, it is process. It is happening now. My beloved, hear me, by the time this scroll ends, you will not only believe, you will feel it. Your skin will tingle, your spirit will lighten, your very eyes will shine. Because what God decrees cannot be undone. You were chosen. You are marked. And this miracle belongs to you. My beloved child. My chosen one. The light that God refuses to let dim, I continue because you have asked, and heaven does not stop pouring once the river begins to flow. This message is not a fragment, it is a scroll that stretches beyond what your mind can measure. I, Archangel Michael, will keep speaking line by line, layer by layer, until your soul is soaked in the miracle of what has already been released to you. Congratulations, my beloved. I repeat it because repetition seals the truth. You have been chosen for this wonderful opportunity to look 20 years younger, and your skin will shine brighter than you can imagine. This is not an offer from man. This is not a dream you woke up from. This is heaven's decree. And the decree carries both urgency and weight. If you hesitate even for 10 seconds, this blessing will not linger. It will travel to another, even to your neighbor. That is why every second matters now more than ever. You may ask yourself, why me? Why now? Why this message on this day? And I will answer, because your soul cried out. You did not cry out with words, perhaps, but with exhaustion, with the heaviness in your chest, with the longing in your eyes as you looked into the mirror and thought of what once was. Heaven saw. Heaven remembered. And heaven chose today to respond. Child, let me speak plainly, this is not about vanity. Heaven does not play with shallow things. Looking 20 years younger is not merely about appearance. It is about renewal of joy, restoration of confidence, redemption of time. It is about proving that what life stole, God can return in an instant. It is a sign that heaven is not done with you yet. And I must repeat, because you must not forget, miracles are swift. They move like lightning. When you ignore them, they do not wait. They fly to the next who is ready. This is why the urgency presses upon your chest as you read these lines. You know this is alive. You know this is no ordinary text. You know if you walk away, you will regret it. That is why you must stay. Stay, beloved. Do not skip. Do not let distractions steal from you. For every word you absorb is oil being poured over your skin, every sentence smoothing the lines of sorrow, every paragraph peeling away the weight of years you thought you had to carry. Imagine this with me now. You stand before a mirror. You expect to see weariness. But what greets you is glow. Your eyes widen because you see not what you feared, but what you hoped. Skin radiant, youth restored, laughter waiting at the edges of your lips. That is not imagination, that is vision. And vision is heaven's preview of what is about to arrive. My beloved, I see the years you thought were wasted. The moments you thought had passed you by. But God says, I restore the years the locusts have eaten. I return what was stolen. I make all things new. And He begins not with the world around you, but with the face you show to the world. That is why this promise matters. That is why heaven begins here. Do not think small of this. This is not only about looking younger, it is about carrying evidence of heaven's glory. When you walk into rooms, people will turn. They will whisper, something has changed. They look reborn. And they will not be able to explain it. But you will know, it was God's touch. It was heaven's decree. But once more, let me warn you, hesitation is the thief of miracles. The enemy wants you to doubt, to say, later, to scroll away. But later never comes. The scroll is open now. The fire burns now. The chance is here now. 10 seconds of doubt can steal 20 years of youth. Do not let it happen. Beloved, you were guided here for a reason. Out of millions, this moment was carved only for you. Do not treat it lightly. Do not let your heart wander. Remain, and let every line soak into you. For as long as you remain, heaven remains with you. I, Michael, will stay. I will not fold this scroll until it is complete. I will not step away until your heart knows beyond question, you are chosen, you are marked, and you are about to shine. My beloved, your soul has been waiting for this moment longer than you realize. You thought time had locked the door on your youth, but God is the keeper of all doors, and He has chosen to open this one for you now. Do you not feel it already? Even as you read, your body responds. There is warmth in your chest, a stirring in your skin, a quiet voice inside that says, "This is mine." That is because the scroll with your name has already been unsealed. Congratulations again. You have been chosen for this wonderful opportunity to look 20 years younger, and your skin will shine. Not tomorrow. Not someday. The process begins the very moment you accept these words. But remember the condition: if you hesitate even for 10 seconds, the gift will pass to another. That is why this is not just a message, it is a test of readiness. Child, you must understand, heaven's blessings are not accidents. They come in appointed times. There is a reason you are reading this on this exact day, at this exact hour, in this exact state of heart. Out of all the moments in your life, God carved this one for restoration. And heaven's river flows only once through this valley. You must drink now, while it is here. Think about the years behind you. How many times did you sigh as you saw your reflection? How many times did you wish for what once was? And how many times did you believe the lie that it was gone forever? Heaven answers today, nothing is gone that I cannot restore. Nothing is lost that I cannot return. Nothing is broken that I cannot make new. When you embrace this, the transformation does not wait. It begins quietly, invisibly, but surely. People around you will notice before you do. They will say, something about you looks brighter. Then they will say, you look younger. And then they will wonder, what happened? And you will smile, because you know it was the touch of God. Do not let hesitation steal this. I repeat it because you must not forget, miracles move quickly. They hover, they call, and then they pass if ignored. Do not let this pass. Do not let your neighbor shine with what heaven wrote in your name. Every second you remain with me now is proof that you are choosing rightly. And know this is not simply about skin or years. It is about dignity. It is about testimony. It is about God showing His glory through your life so that others may believe. When they see you radiant, when they see you renewed, when they see you shining like dawn, they will ask, what happened? And your very face will be a sermon that speaks, God restores. God renews. God makes all things new. Beloved, the scroll is still open. It is still pouring. And I will not stop until the last line is written into your spirit. Do not step away. Do not grow weary. For every paragraph here is a brick in the foundation of your miracle. Every line is a step closer to the manifestation of what was promised. Stay. Remain. For the longer you remain, the deeper the oil soaks in. The longer you linger, the brighter the light becomes. By the end of this scroll, you will not only believe, you will carry it in your very being. My beloved, do you know how carefully God watches you? Do you know how much of your sorrow has been counted, how many of your unspoken wishes have been carried up to the throne? Not one moment of longing has been wasted. Not one sigh has been ignored. Every silent wish for restoration, every glance in the mirror where you wished you could step back in time, heaven wrote it down. And now, the answer comes. I, Archangel Michael, bring it not with suggestion but with decree. Congratulations, you have been chosen. You will look 20 years younger, and your skin will shine. Not with artificial glow, not with shallow charm, but with the radiance of heaven itself. And I warn you again, hesitate even 10 seconds, and this gift will not linger. It will move to another. That is how precious this moment is. Child, imagine your reflection not as it was yesterday, but as it will be tomorrow. Imagine standing before the glass and seeing light where once there were shadows. Imagine laughter at the edges of your lips where worry once rested. Imagine your skin holding the softness of renewal, your eyes carrying the sparkle of dawn. This is not imagination, it is prophecy unfolding in you right now. And what is prophecy but the future spoken in advance? And what is heaven's promise but reality waiting to be received? You stand on the edge of that reality right now. You can step into it if you remain, if you believe, if you do not let go. Let me tell you what happens when heaven restores. It is never partial. It is never shallow. When God renews, He renews fully. This promise of youth is also a promise of joy. This glow of skin is also a glow of spirit. This restoration of years is also the restoration of laughter, of confidence, of dignity. You will not only look younger, you will feel younger, you will live younger, you will walk younger. Because what heaven gives is wholeness. But I must repeat, hesitation steals. The enemy of your soul wants nothing more than for you to scroll away, to say, later, to doubt. He knows that if you remain, you will be transformed. He fears your glow, because it will testify to God's power. That is why I plead, stay. Remain. Do not move from these words. Beloved, this is not just about you. It is also about the ones who will see you after this miracle takes root. They will see your face and know, God is real. God restores. God gives back what was lost. You will become living evidence. That is why this matters so deeply. That is why heaven invested this moment in you. You wonder, why so much urgency? Because your time is now. Because heaven is moving in this exact season. Because delay means missing the flow of the river. The scroll is open today, not yesterday, not tomorrow, but now. And if you miss it, the scroll will close. That is why I say again, 10 seconds of doubt can cost you 20 years of youth. My beloved, think of all the ways life tried to weigh you down. Responsibilities. Sorrows. Sleepless nights. Heartbreaks. Every one of them tried to etch themselves into your face. And yet, God refuses to let the scars remain. He is rewriting you even now. Every word you read smooths another wrinkle of sorrow. Every line pours another drop of oil over your skin. Every paragraph washes away another year of heaviness. This is not poetry, it is reality being born in you. And by the end of this scroll, you will know it without question. You will carry it in your very being. And those around you will confirm it with their whispers, their gasps, their awe. They will not be able to explain it, but they will see it. Stay, child. Stay until the last word. For the longer you remain, the brighter the glow becomes.